Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari here today with another video. So, for today's topic, we have a really easy one. A user on my Discord server messaged me, Yosakagi. He basically wanted to see if I could make a video about selling weapons, and is it worth it to skill up weapons that you do not use. So, I'm making the video. That's a pretty good topic. I don't think I've gone too in depth with this. So, about selling weapons, and I guess, we'll cut into supporters, too, and just get it, done and over with. So first, we're going to look at what you get for selling a weapon. So we'll look at this ultra rare Greek Fire. If I were to sell it, it would be worth 50 mileage and 15,000 gold. So let's just remove that guy. We'll look at a super rare. It would be worth 10 mileage and 5,000 gold. And then if we go to a rare, it would be worth 2 mileage and 1,000 gold. Just so you guys have an idea of what you get for selling weapons. And if I remember correctly, supporters use the same value, but we'll just double check. Yeah, you get 50 mileage, 15,000. 10 mileage by 5,000 for super rares. And then for rares, it should be 2 by 1,000. So that's what you will get for selling a weapon or a supporter, per rarity. Now, as far as selling weapons, as you can see, that's not something I do, lightly anyway. And I'll go into why. So the first thing is for ultra rares. Obviously, you never want to sell an ultra rare. The only exception is if you are done with the ultra rare in general. So for example, Yuki has this S level 5 Greek Fire. And as you can see here, I have an S level 1 Greek Fire hanging around. Now that is due to be sold. I just never sold it for whatever reason. It's chilling there. I think that's the 9th Greek Fire I've gotten, though. I have been selling them. So, the reason you don't want to keep any, ultra rares, or any weapon for that matter, after it's S level 5, so as you can see, she's wearing the S level 5 one. If I go to apply the other Greek Fire to her, it'll basically tell me I can't wear duplicates, as you can see here. Same weapon is already equipped. So, with that being said, there's really no point in having a second copy. One of the things I tried to do when I got my first, Greek Fire after this completed one was that I tried to, say, oh, maybe I could, finish another Greek Fire and then just, double up on the stats it gives, because I really like the stats it gives. It gives good attack and good crit. But you can't do that. You have to use a different secondary. So that means once a weapon is S level 5, regardless of the rarity it is, there is no point to keeping it. That rule does not apply to supporters because you're going to need more than one Homura unless you want to just swap the one you use around. And the same thing's going to go for things like Faust, things like Fuma. I need more than one Fuma so badly that I have 2 Fumas at S level 1. Because I just don't want to, yeah, here's the other one down here. I just don't want to not have a second one right now, and I've only ever gotten 2. Same thing for things like Haruka. So super rares don't really follow, or not super rares, but supporters rather, super rare or ultra rare, don't really follow that rule. You want to have as many of them as possible because you're going to have more than one Taimanin at the end of the day. So basically, that's my rule of thumb for selling. As far as weapons, get them to S level 5 and then sell any dupes after for any ultra rares or super rares. And as far as supporters, get as many S level 5 copies as you can until you're satisfied. I don't know, man. I don't know when you'll be satisfied. As you can see here, I have a 3rd Homura sitting here that I'm not using. And I have another one here to start getting S leveled. I have, I think, 2 finished Renkas, and then I have a bunch of her, so satisfied is subjective to you, man. But I keep as many dupes as I can because they're going to keep making characters, so I like to have, as many, meta supporters hanging around as possible. Now, the next thing. Raising S level of things you don't use specifically. Is that worth it? Yes, it is worth it because, one, and this is probably going to sound like a cop-out answer, but it's 100% true, you never know when you'll need it. For example, this deals 80% damage to demons. I barely use it when I play my Rinko. It's not in her loadout, but when I go to fight demons, if I put it on, it makes it infinitely easier. For example, I use this weapon exclusively for the New Year's event with the little bull dude. I think his name was like Kawu or whatever. I only use this, and it made that event a joke. So yeah, that's pretty much the logic there. You never know when you're going to need something, so there's no reason to like not keep the dupes of it. There's no reason to not raise the S level. The only reason that these are sitting at like S level 1, and this is a big reason, is because when we do have our golden passes, there is occasionally a mission that says skill up a weapon. So I like to have weapons sitting around that are ready to skill up so that I can easily do that mission. And that's just like for me, for like a personal preference, so that because I don't ever want like a golden pass to come around and I need dupes to do the mission. Like I just want to be able to get it done. I really wish they would take missions like that out of the golden pass because it doesn't help free to plays who aren't pulling gacha. And not everyone's gonna have dupes of things, but as you can see here, like that's why I keep dupes even of things like rares, because I want to be ready to clear that mission. The same for supporters. There's occasionally supporter missions like that where you have to skill up a supporter. So as you can see here, like I actually skilled her up the last time I had that mission, which is why she's at S level 4. That was enough to finish the mission, and that's why there's just copies sitting of her here waiting for the next time I need to do that mission. And the only supporters like I make sure I get to S level 5 are things like Haruka, not this series of Harukas, for example, but as you can see here, like staples, I always S level up for use, but other things that aren't really super useful, like, God, I think even this is S level 5. But as a general rule, things that I don't use are generally not leveled up, just for the sake of me being able to come back and do missions for them. The same with all these rare supporters, like that's why I have a bajillion of this chick, just in case I ever need supporters for that type of mission. I could just come in here, click improve skill, and yeah, that mission's going to get done. So yes, I think it's worth keeping dupes to skill things up, even if you don't like ever plan to use it just simply because of that mission. You want to have a nice treasure trove of things that you can dupe rather than not, because you don't ever want to get caught on a golden pass like, man, I can't finish the mission, because that's going to start dipping into your stuff because you get ultra rare tickets there even as a free to play. And while golden passes haven't been common, you want to be able to finish them when they are up, because ultra rares are very valuable and super rares now are even more valuable. So my last bit of advice before stopping things here is, I don't know what you guys have been doing. Because I've never really made a video about this topic, but do not sell super rares in anymore, because we are not getting 2 super rares a week. So supporters and weapons of the super rare category are now way more valuable. They're not as valuable as an ultra rare, obviously, but hold on to them because you don't know when you're going to get another one. You're not guaranteed 2 a week anymore, so you really have to weigh whether you want to sell that. If you're really like tight on inventory and you can't make room, then yeah, sell them, obviously. Like me personally, I keep about 60 to 70 slots free. The only reason I'm at 480 is because I have a bunch of Magatamas, but I generally sell these when I need to make space. But as far as my collection of supporters and weapons, I rarely touch them, and now I'm even more stingy with selling them because I know that these super rares that I was taking for granted are now much more valuable. So just always keep that in mind. Like, obviously, if you guys have something you want to sell, like if you DM me on Discord, or if you just are in my Discord and ask anyone, I'm sure they will help you. Or if you comment the video, like I will obviously help you from the YouTube channel. But, learn to use your own judgment. Like, all I could do is give you the guidelines I use, but you may have a different opinion, which means, you have to come up with a system that works for you. Unfortunately, my system is organized chaos. I just kind of hoard everything and keep things in multiples of 5, but that works for me. So if you like it, you can go ahead and copy it. But yeah, feel free to share what you do in the comments, and If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So, I'm going to end today's video with a 10 pull. I was speaking to Ark on voice chat, and he convinced me to just try the 10 pull for so I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to regret it, and I'm going to regret wasting my 200 gems that I got from the event, basically. But I really want to try to get her because she's really good, so we'll give it the old college try. We're only going to do one 10 pull. This isn't going to be a crazy gacha. So, yeah, we'll just click this button and wish me luck, guys. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we get her. Of course we didn't. So, yeah, that's what I expected to happen, and that's why I didn't want to waste my time doing it, but he convinced me that, hey, if you try it and you get her half off, it's worth it, and I'm getting a bunch of bullcrap now, and this is exactly what I expected to happen, which is why I no longer gotcha in this game. So I just lost 200 gems and literally got stuff I didn't need. So, well, that was bad. Alrighty. Anyway, that'll be the video. If you found it helpful or informative, please like and subscribe, as it really does help me out. You guys go ahead. You have a great rest of your day. May you have good luck in your gachas and in the arena. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and if you're about to have a snowstorm like I am, stay cool, because we're going to get it bad over here, where I live. Anyway, take care. Catch you guys tomorrow.